When is the patriotic music of John Philip Sousa illegal and immoral? When it is performed by a nonprofit under a DEI initiative. More in just a sec. Hi, this is Trisha in her 60s. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm glad you're here. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much for doing that. It really helps. I was just watching a 60 Minutes story that I wanted to amplify only because this is just getting too scary. And I'm sorry, that's how I'm going to say it. Apparently, they had an initiative in the government through one of a DEI initiative of trying to get kids to, especially high school age kids, to stay involved in music. They were finding that a lot of high school age kids, that's usually when they'll drop out of, if they were in a band in school or whatever, especially if they are kids of color or you know, other protected statuses. And so it came about that the United States Marine Band, which you probably have heard of, it's just, I'm not going to say it's the official band of the country, but it sort of is. Anyway, the United States Marine Band got in touch with a particular nonprofit that wants to keep all kids interested in music, and they thought, how about a collaboration? And it ended up, what they decided on was a nationwide competition where these kids auditioned in their particular instrument to join the U.S. Marine Band and have a little mentorship and then have a concert at the end with both the Marine Band and these students together. And it was, John Philip Sousa and all other types of, patriotic music. Well, it was supposed to be done, I think, in May, I believe. But unfortunately, when the current president signed the executive order for canceling everything that has to do with DEI, that also meant that this concert had to be canceled. It was because it says it's illegal and immoral. That's what DEI is. So they decided to, the organizers were, beside themselves. And they just didn't want it to end and disappoint these kids. I mean, they're going to be disappointed, yes, but try to see what could be done. And what they ended up doing was getting the kids together, not with the current United States Marine Band members, but word went out and not all, but a number of retired Marine Band members came in the place of the current band, and they got to work with the kids. And this was all amplified on 60 Minutes, which was great for them to do. So instead of just their parents and a few other people in a theater watching them, here the whole country got to watch them. And I got overwhelmed. I guess one part of it is, my love of music. I'm just looking at things like this and seeing how scary this is. They interviewed two or three of the kids, and they were all like, we love this country. We're here. We are America. I don't know, why we weren't able to participate. This is what Americans should want, and that is true. And yet, um, we're going backwards on this because of a minority of people. And like I said, it just really got to me because it's reminding of all the things that have already been torn up so in just a few weeks. Not even talking about all the federal workers who've lost their jobs, needlessly and illegally, in my view. But they tore up or rescinded, or however you want to say it, the protections for people trying for the EEOC protections, basically, for job hunting. And as a 60-year-old woman, that kind of is a little frightening. Um, if I decided if I'm going back into the corporate arena. So this is just scary, but I wanted to show that there was at least something nice that I found on the news today. I am going to link in the description the link for the 60-minute article. Plus, there is also they put up the whole concert on YouTube as well, where you can watch the whole concert. It's like 40 minutes long. And I think we should emphasize this. I don't know if CBS or 60 Minutes or anything is going to get in trouble. I'm sure I haven't looked at the news in the last hour, so the president may have done something against them already. But I'm very happy that they put out that article, or that video, and I guess that was in Sunday's show. I saw it on the internet. Well, I just wanted to amplify it as well. So that's why I did this here. Please leave any comments that you would like. If there's anything you would like me to discuss specifically in my purview, I'm still learning and figuring out how I'm going forward with this. But I really appreciate you being here. I really appreciate you subscribing and listening. And thank you so much. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.